All right.
Morning.
No.
Oh, we can see everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning, and thank you for joining again for another Zoom event. Today we have with us William Young. He's the account manager from Scenic, and William's going to do a bit of a sort of round the world little trip for you. He's going to cover Australia, New Zealand. He's also going to cover Europe, some river cruising as well. It's a fantastic product, hence the reason I wanted to have William speak to you all about it. So welcome, and I will hand you over to William.
Aye. Hello, everyone. Well, I just put that, I'll put the box down just now and bring it back up so I don't see the video. The videos, I'll do that. How's that? Right then, here we go. If I can find the button. There you are. Right, thanks, Moira. And there's a lovely picture of Moira there, as you can see. That's the SPA Awards. So the best home worker out there. Well done. So there you go. So it's a bit of a world tour that I'm going to do, folks, just so you know. I'll start off with Australia, New Zealand, then move around the world a bit. It's good to know as well where the company comes from. So Scenic is Australian, which is great to know. If anyone's interested in going to Australia, I'm sure you are. Moira's mentioned. And our head office is in a town called Newcastle, just north of Sydney. So it's a lovely wee train trip from Sydney to Newcastle if you ever get the chance to go there and experience that. I don't know if we want to, can we mute on here as well?
As in mute the clients or mute?
Mute the client. Is that possible?
Yeah, guys, could everybody press the wee mute button? Still like
just so because there's a wee bit of feedback there, that's all.
All right, yeah, no worries.
Yeah. How's that?
Perfect.
Right, let's go to Australia. Here we go. And there's Qantas and an A380. So beautiful destination. I lived in Australia for 20 years and I was a sales manager for Scenic in the state of Victoria. So I know it pretty well. Went to Sydney a lot of times as well. So it's a great destination and it's a long flight. Don't get me wrong. I think we all know that it's a long flight. Think about a stopover. It's something that you should really consider. I've stopped over in Singapore many times, Dubai, Hong Kong as well. We'll include transfers as well. So there's a stopover packages on the website, and also Moira can check that. But it breaks the journey, and Singapore is a great one to stop at. And you can go up to the Marina Bay Sands, as you can see in the image there, the hotel with the swimming pool on the roof. That is a great place to visit. All the hotels are beautiful 5-star, wherever we can get. When we get into the outback, it drops down a little bit because we can't get the full 5-star hotels, but still beautiful accommodation. This is looking out onto the Four Seasons, looking out onto the to the wonderful Opera House. Great stays in the Margaret River as well in Western Australia, like the Cape Lodge. So you'll get these beautiful iconic hotels that we stay in. Scenic free choice, so all your tours are included with Scenic on the river cruising, on touring programs as well. They're all included. You can do a balloon trip over the desert as well. These are things that are included, so that can be all checked. And it's a beautiful thing to do. Flying over the desert in the morning. You can do a Harley ride as well in the Northern Territory. This is really popular, and it's really popular with guests, so they love that one. You can have great Scenic Enrich, which is kind of a little enhanced event that we have. And this is the beautiful Sounds of Silence dinner experience just near Ayers Rock or Uluru. So the Grand Australia is one tour that we do. So we do Perth, fly over into Alice Springs, Uluru you'll do as well. Melbourne, Tala Beach as well, Cairns up into that North Tropical area. And Sydney. So great iconic destinations. You have to fly between them because the distances are so vast. When I lived in Australia, I drove from Melbourne to Perth once. My goodness me, it took a long time, about 7 days, 6 days. But it was a great experience. And you'll get to see all the winery regions in Perth as well, down at the Margaret River. So that's a great place to visit as well. The Fields of Light as well, up in the Northern Territory near Uluru. That's another great one. It's not too long been around that. And I've just noticed as well, as heavy rain in the Northern Territory, there's waterfalls on Uluru, which is quite unheard of. So it's interesting. Obviously, a lot of rain in New South Wales as well. Another great scenic and rich inclusion is the helicopter flight over the Barrier Reef. So if you want to take part in that, you can, something that Moira can request for you as well. So it's great to see this wonderful destination, the Great Barrier Reef. And then there's another option you can do, or inclusion, which is the seaplane over Sydney. As you can see, you've got the wonderful Opera House there, and it's just a great city to visit. Love going to Sydney. It's just a wonderful place. And then you can also go out to the Barrier Reef to one of the pontoons. I went out from Port Douglas. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour in a high-speed catamaran. It was I thought it was a lot closer than that, but it's quite far out. And then you'll get to swim in here as well and see all the wonderful colours underneath, all the great things. There was a big massive fish underneath as well. It was like the size of a mini, and you could go up and pat it and all that. It was really interesting. Loved it. And you get to see all the wonderful wildlife underneath in the Barrier Reef. So a very colourful destination. Great hotel out. It's called the Sails in the Desert. That's the closest one we would have to Uluru. So that's a nice accommodation that we offer out there as well. If you don't want to do the whole lot, you can break it down. You can just do a Tastes of South Australia tour, which is really popular, which does obviously out of Adelaide, Kangaroo Island, the Barossa Valley for the wine. And you'll go up into Port Augusta as well. Love Port Augusta. It's a great town to visit. That's where the trains go through. You know, you've got the Indian Pacific and you've got the GAN. So that's where they'll branch off and do the different rail itineraries. And that's Adelaide's a lovely city. It's what would they call it? The 20-minute city, because it takes 20 minutes to get to different places like the Glen Elg on the beach. So there's a great little tram system that you can use there as well. And it's lovely to walk along the river there also. So a lovely city to visit. And then up into the Flinders Ranges, have a look at that. It's like a crater out there. And yeah, so it's great to see some of the mountains and that in Australia. And obviously on the coastal regions, everyone thinks it's quite flat, but there's really quite staggering scenery in Australia in certain areas. Another great itinerary is do a little bit of Australia, and then you'll go and do New Zealand. So it kind of gets the two done together. Doesn't do Perth, this one, or Western Australia, but a nice combination itinerary there. You'll get to see Alice Springs as well, and then you'll get to see the kangaroo sanctuary that's out there, how they look after the kangaroos and everything out there. So it's great. Kangaroos, I thought they were quite small, but some of the kangaroos I've seen over there, my goodness me, you wouldn't want to box with them, I can tell you. Obviously, Ayers Rock, Uluru is another place that we visit on this one. Another great destination is down the Great Ocean Road. People, this is out of Melbourne, and this is the 12 Apostles. Some brilliant outcrops in the ocean, and there's a lovely viewing point where we stand in here and you look out onto this amazing scenery. It's a lovely drive down the Great Ocean Road as well. You can also do Phillip Island, where you go and see the penguins. Penguins come in the evening, which is a really nice itinerary also. And there's a great view of Sydney, which I've mentioned a couple of times. I did the bridge climb 3 years ago now, the first time I ever did it, and absolutely loved it. And then to the left of the harbour bridge is the Rocks area, and what a great area to just walk around, pubs, cafes, little shops, etc. So it's a lovely place, and you've got all this area over to the right, which is beautiful. The owner of Scenic has one of these lovely apartments over here on the right hand side. So a great harbour, great location. Beautiful place. Cairns is another lovely area that we visit as well. This is the Cairns Lagoon. We went swimming in here of an evening. It's just such a lovely town. And then you're so close to Port Douglas as well, which is about 45-minute drive, which is really nice and beautiful. I met a guy from Scotland that was selling coconuts on the side of the road there. He came from Balfron, which was interesting. So you get to see all sorts of lovely things. And then we go to Queenstown as well in New Zealand. How gorgeous is that? And the viewpoint from the restaurant there. looking over the town. So obviously a lot of skiing down there as well in the winter time. And then Tasmania is another great destination. So if you just wanted to do Tasmania on its own, what a beautiful, it doesn't really look like the rest of Australia. It's very mountainous and very, very rugged landscapes down there. And then we stay in one of the iconic hotels that peppers Cradle Mountain. I just love Cradle Mountain. I actually get married in Australia, and that was my honeymoon destination in Cradle Mountain. So it was a beautiful place to visit. And then you'll get to see all this type of scenery. It's a wee bit like Scotland, really, in a lot of ways. It's a really nice destination. And then you can do a cruise on the Gordon River, which is near the other side, near Strawn. So that's a nice little day trip as well, if you want to do that in Tasmania. Cairns, we do balloon trips as well over the mountain regions up there too. So these are an inclusion as well. I've done a couple of balloon trips now, and they're really, really enjoyable. Another great one, I'll just flick back, is the Kuranda Railway. This is out of Cairns, and it just goes through wonderful scenery up in the tropical north there as well. There's a cable car also that goes not too far out of Cairns and takes you in to that area, into the forest area. So really nice. Kuranda is just lovely. So it's another nice one to note. And the Cairns, obviously, we do the helicopter there. Pala Beach as well, another nice accommodation area that we use up in the Northern Territory as well. So all these great inclusions with Scenic. And then Melbourne, loved Melbourne, lived here for that 20 years. You got the Yarra River. It's just a lovely city to wander around. The trams are great, and it's just really, really nice. And then there's another itinerary called the Royal New Zealand. So this is just focusing directly on New Zealand itself. Sorry, get a bit of feedback there. And this one does all the iconic destinations like Queenstown, and then you've got it also does the Transalpine train as well in this one, and goes up into Rotorua and Auckland as well. So a really nice long itinerary. It really gets in depth with New Zealand. And that's Auckland there, just to show you. It's a great, great city. And then you can bungee jump off the Sky Tower there. Well, you don't, you can stay on a rope and kind of gradually go down, but you sit in the bar and you see people going by the bar window. So if you want to do something like that, and you're brave enough, then that's a great thing to do in Auckland. And then you'll cruise on the Milford Sound as well. How stunning is that? Well, that's a great one that we do on Royal. And it's all about the Maori culture, so you'll learn so much about that as well. Same with Australia, you'll learn an awful lot about the Aboriginal culture also. I was lucky enough to see some Aboriginal dancing and stuff, and also Maori as well, got to meet some of them. So it's great, great culture, and getting amongst it is really nice. And there's the Transalpine train, so you'll get to do that as well. So that's an inclusion. So there we are, that's a wee bit of coverage of Australia and New Zealand. I've sent a video to Moira that is about 8 minutes long, and it gives you much more in depth out in that area. So Moira can pass that on to you. So what I'm going to talk about now is Scenic Eclipse. This is our relatively new super yacht. It's 228 passengers on board, and it's all balcony, 10 restaurants on board as well, and 2 helicopters, a submarine, kayaks, and zodiacs and everything. But this is a lovely little video to show you around Scenic Eclipse.
Scenic Eclipse, the world's first discovery yacht. now for 20.
So a great ship. I was lucky enough to sail on Scenic Eclipse about a year and a half ago now, before everything obviously shut down. And I did a 7-night cruise in the Caribbean, and I think probably one of the best journeys I've ever done. It's fully inclusive, butler service, mini bars included as well, all your meals and drinks. All your tours are included once again, similar to what we do out in Australia as well. And so all your dining and all your beverages. Here's a lovely little video to show you around a little bit about what's included with food and how it all looks.
Dining on board Scenic Eclipse is a sensory delight, with an unrivaled choice of 10 dining experiences, ranging from casual to fine dining and inspired by all 4 corners of the globe. Elements is the main restaurant on board Scenic Eclipse. Here in stylish surroundings, you can try a wide variety of dishes from around the world. For an exclusive dining experience, Chef's Table is an invitation-only special event. Coco's offers a delicious variety of Asian fusion, from the wonderful sushi and sake bar to the intimate sunken dining rooms for you to enjoy a wonderfully authentic dining experience. Or for a special occasion, teppanyaki at Coco's is a dining and entertainment experience. Be tempted at the champagne bar before enjoying contemporary French cuisine at the stylish Lumiere, where a multi-course degustation awaits. Learn from the best at our dedicated cooking school, Scenic Epicure, led by our expert team. For something relaxed, there's all-day casual dining in the Azure Bar and Cafe. Or for a poolside buffet and bar, the Yacht Club. And for something simple, in-suite dining is always available. Our culinary team have cultivated unique dining experiences for you to enjoy. Scenic Eclipse, the world's first discovery yacht.
So a nice little, I'm getting hungry now watching that. This is outside the Yacht Club, so you can see it's a lovely place to sit. And when it'll cruise in the Mediterranean, how lovely to sit, see the beautiful scenery from this area. Lovely cabanas as well on deck 10, which is a great area just to sit and relax as you're cruising around. And then you've got this bar as well, the Panorama bar up on deck 10, which is at the front of the cabanas there. It's just a stunning ship, little pool areas and a spa on board as well, which you can make massage, etc. A discovery team that will be there with you wherever we are in the world, Scenic Eclipse. They'll look after you, tell you about the flora, the fauna, all the different things that we see on the cruises. 2 helicopters. I was lucky enough to fly over a little islands off the north of Honduras. So extra charge for the helicopters depends on the itinerary, etc. and the duration of the flight. But my goodness me, what an experience that was. And then the submarine, Scenic Neptune. So this will take six guests on board, and it's an extra charge for this as well. But people are thinking it's a trip of a lifetime. I'm going to do the submarine as well. It'll go down as far as 300 meters, which is quite exceptional. Fantastic technology on board also. So we do the Mediterranean, etc. But for 2023, we're doing some different itineraries. But we're doing South America, Antarctica is another one that we do, up around the coast of the UK, up into Scandinavia, and then it'll do the coast down the Northwest Passage as well. But also we're doing over the top of Siberia, also over the Northeast Passage, which is something I don't know an awful lot about. And you've also got the Northwest Passage. And Japan, we've introduced cruises around Japan now. These are coming out for 2023. So if anyone's interested in the Japan area, what a beautiful way to see that destination. Places like Osaka to Sapporo, Mount Fuji as well. So great ship. I will mention health and safety. It's a big priority. It always has been for us, but we're dedicated to making people safe on board. Medical tests will be done, etc. when the ship starts sailing again. The air circulation is really important as well. It's drawn in continuously from the outside, and so it's not just going around the ship all the time. There are lots of different things that we're working on, and we really can't wait to get back cruising again. So once again, with Eclipse, it's fully inclusive and as scenic as across. And the early birds are out just now, so you can inquire with Moira and she can find out more about the itineraries and the different cabin types, etc. that we have. So Emerald Cruises is coming into the world of ocean as well, which is great. So we do river cruising in Europe, which we'll talk about shortly, but we're also bringing out a new yacht called Emerald Azura, and that starts sailing in January 2022, so not too far away. It's getting built just now over in Vietnam, and it will be making its way over towards the end of this year. We're very, very exciting. Only 100 passengers on board. It doesn't have the helicopter, the submarine, but it has all sorts of lovely things on board. So it's something very different. You've got a beautiful infinity pool at the rear of the ship, as you can see. Nice areas to sit around in the beautiful Mediterranean sunshine, and have a look at the sky deck and the spa pool upstairs. All great areas to sit on board and see all these great destinations. Just some of the suites on board. You've got the balcony stateroom, so you can go out and sit outside there and enjoy everything out there. You've got the deluxe balcony suite, which is your next category up as well. And then you've got the beautiful terrace suite. So you get a big decking area out there in time and have a little cocktail. And the owner's suite, my goodness me, this is the largest suite on board, 2 of these on the ship, and a lovely area outside as well. So there's little differences with Emerald Cruises compared to Scenic. So you don't have the butler service. You don't have drinks are not included all the time. It's with lunch and dinner. Some tours are optional, but Moira can go through that with you. But obviously the price is reflective. But this is where she'll be cruising. She'll be doing the Western Mediterranean, the Adriatic coast, places like Dubrovnik, etc., the Eastern Med. And then the first cruise will be into the Red Sea. And that will be from Cyprus, Israel, and you'll go around into Jordan as well. So keep an eye out for Emerald Azura, something really nice coming around. Some great early bird offerings just now as well. And you can cruise with confidence with us also. We have a deposit protection plan in place also. If you want to change your cruise with obviously what's happening in the world, you can do that and move it on. So these are all the things that we're offering just now. So let's have a wee look at river cruising now. Sorry, we're back into Europe now. And this is all about Scenic, the first one, just to show you how they look. And I've got a lovely little video to show you around a Scenic ship. And Moira has been on one, I remember that. I think we waved at each other, we're passing, I was on another ship. This shows you a little video around one of our ships.
We are about to step on board the brand new Scenic Jasper, the latest addition to the most luxurious fleet of river cruise ships in all of Europe. Now, they are known as Scenic spaceships, and they truly are the absolute pinnacle of design and innovation. So why don't you let me take you on board and I'll show you around. Welcome to your Scenic Sun Lounge. Now, with just the touch of a button, your balcony is perfect in any kind of weather. The beds themselves are truly remarkable. The bed linen, the finest Egyptian cotton. And then there is also this remote. I can alter the height of the bed. I love that. Oh, and did I mention the pillow menu? Whatever pillow you would like. And the bathrooms, they are just stunning. Plenty of space, lots of shelves. But without a doubt, the one thing that all the guests adore, we all have the use of our own private butler. Hello. Thank you, that is just beautiful. Thank you, Peter. Well, this is what they call the Royal Panorama Suite. You are looking at the most spacious, the most beautifully appointed room on the entire river. Isn't it gorgeous? This is the Panorama Lounge. For us guests, this is like the heart of the ship. This is where you can come at any time to catch up with new friends, chill out. A lot of the activities and nighttime entertainment takes place here. No surprises. The tea and coffee making facilities are the most popular spot. The River Cafe is a favourite little place for me. This is where you can come to for an early morning breakfast, maybe a light lunch, maybe a cheeky little gelato, please. Thank you so much. Also, if you'd like to head out on your own for the day, just ask for a picnic box. Nothing is a problem. And when you're out and about, why not take an e-bike for a spin? It does all the work for you. One thing I recommend you keep on hand is your Riverview guide. It is amazing. Whatever point of interest you pass, you press a button and you'll hear the story. Now, for those who like to be a little more active, this is your slice of heaven. In this room, we have a state-of-the-art gym. Over in here, the Zen space, the wellness centre. And here is the hair salon. This is my happy place. Now, this is the crystal dining room, surrounded by big, beautiful open windows. And hello, check this out, the most delicious buffets and a la carte menus created by award-winning chefs. It's flexible seating here, which means you can plonk yourself down anywhere you like. You have a huge choice of both red and white wines. This is Portobello's, or L'Amour if you're cruising through France. I think it's fair to say that it's a truly exceptional and slightly more intimate dining experience. Diamond Deck guests will savour an appreciation for fine food, beautiful wine and good company at Table Reef. Now, this is a 6-course degustation dinner created by our world-class chefs and then matched perfectly with the best wine from our sommelier. On these magnificent ships, nothing has been left to chance. All those tiny touches, right down to the finest detail, has been thought of. But it's the world-class service team who provide the ultimate in personal attention that will make your scenic cruise truly memorable. You'll find there is no better way to experience the wonders of Europe. So come and enjoy this for yourself. Scenic looks forward to welcoming you on board.
I think we could all do a hair salon at the moment, so she was lucky there. So let's have a look at where we go. So we do all the iconic rivers in Europe. We've got the Douro, which is really popular, the Bordeaux region. We also do Paris to the Normandy beaches as well, the little town of Honfleur. We do the Rhine and the Danube, and through the main Danube Canal. We do the south of France as well, into Lyon and doing that Beaujolais wine region, cruising towards the Mediterranean. And we also have 2 great itineraries in Russia. You can find out more about that. Just some of the breakdowns of itineraries here, a couple of prices on here as well. You get the Gems of the Danube, which is into Munich, and then you'll cruise Nuremberg and Regensburg down to Budapest, or you can do Amsterdam all the way down to Budapest on a 14-night itinerary. It's all about seeing things on the rivers. You're close to everything like the Rhine, Gorge, etc., all the castles. We have medieval nights, a night in one of the castles as well. So great experiences. And there's a nice view of the town. This is the little village of Dürnstein on the Danube. It's just gorgeous, and you can walk around there. The ship docks, no close to it, and you can just go a little. And there's Budapest, another iconic destination. We actually dock across from the Parliament building, which gives that view of an evening from the bar. How nice, or from the balcony. Then you've also got the south of France itineraries, which are lovely, and you've got the Bordeaux region too. And there's a nice picture of the ship coming into Avignon, and there's the palace in the background. As I mentioned, it's getting close to everything, and 158 guests on board as well, and really very, very spacious. Douro, great 2 itineraries, an 8-day itinerary, or you can do the 11-day, which gets into more depth. The Douro is absolutely stunning. I'll mention that shortly with Emerald Cruises. So the suites on board, this is your standard suite on the river ships in Europe, the Scenic. That window is fixed, and this is your lead-in category. But everything in there, the minibars included, the butler service for every guest as well. And then you've got the balcony suite. So you can see there is a wee bit of a difference there. As the video showed, the window goes up and down, gives you that great viewing aspect. The pillow menu that was mentioned also. So everything in there, bottled water as well, all the little things that about robes and slippers also. Royal Panorama Suite, beautiful, really, really spacious, and I love it in there as well. And a wee bottle of champagne just to welcome you. And then you've got the Royal Owner's Suite. Well, these are gorgeous. These are relatively new additions to the ship, especially in the south of France region. The dining area was mentioned as well, tables of 2, 4, 6 and 8 on the ships, and you have your breakfast, lunch and dinner in there. And you have another little restaurant to the front of the ship called Portobello's or L'Amour in France, and this is about 30 people at a time in here, and it's a lovely evening and about 7 courses. Very enjoyable. I've done that a couple of times now. Table de Reef is the invitation one as well that was mentioned, and that's where they match the food and great areas on board. So I think a lot of people think river ships are tiny, there's not much else happening, but there's lots of different little areas. And you've also got the wellness area. This is chargeable. You'll just book that with reception when you're on the ship. And then you've got the upstairs area, the sun deck. Great to sit up there under that beautiful sunshine. And then you get a little infinity or little quality pools up there. So it's all inclusive with Scenic, very similar to Scenic Eclipse. All your drinks are included as well, all day. Any bar I mentioned, laundry is done for you once a week as well. A butler service for all guests, and then you've got entertainment also. Depending on things like Hungarian gypsy troops, the German Oompa bands, that type of thing. And then you have cooking classes also, which people are really enjoying. And you can go and shop with a chef. That's a small group that goes out to the markets. And you come back and do a cooking class and learn all the tricks of the trade. And then the GPS device is fantastic as well. This is a great thing that Scenic is exclusive to us. So you can go out and it's got a kind of GPS locator. You can use it on your phone now as well. I give you an app and it tells you the history in the area you're traveling through. You switch it on with it and you listen with an earpiece. And it tells you exactly where you're traveling through as well. So it's a great thing to have. Electric bikes on the ships as well. You can go for a wee cycle. And you can do a couple of cycling tours also. And all your tours are included. So they're all included in of the trip. And then we have Scenic and Rich. And I'm going to a quick little video just to show you what Scenic and Rich.
At Scenic, we know that once-in-a-lifetime experiences are made up of unforgettable moments that enrich you. So on every Scenic River cruise, we have meticulously planned extraordinary events. And we have gained privileged access to some of the most spectacular locations across Europe. These experiences are called Scenic and Rich. Step back in time for a night of medieval entertainment at the spectacular 12th century Marksburg Castle. Be invited into one of Vienna's grandest residences, the Palais Liechtenstein, and delight in an unforgettable evening of music, opera, and ballet. The oldest Baroque residence in the Upper Rhine, Rastatt Palace, is the setting for a superb classical concert in the opulent ballroom. In the south of France, be treated to an exceptional gala event at Palais du Pape in Avignon. All included when you cruise with Scenic. Exclusive and created just for you.
They're great experience. I just absolutely adored it. So at the moment, you get the super early birds on with Scenic. You get the door-to-door transfers as well. So we'll take you from the house to the airport within a 75-mile radius. And if you want to pay in advance, there's an additional 10% off as well if you book and pay 12 months in advance. So let's finish off with Emerald Cruises in Europe. And then I'll hand you back over to Moira after that. So I've got a couple of little videos to play once again here. Different once again, you don't have the butler service with Emerald in Europe. It's a little bit different. The minibar's not included. There is some optional tours on the ships. But like Scenic, like everything, it's all about just unpacking once and relaxing. That's something I have found very, very nice about when you do river cruising or with Scenic. Well, great balcony system, as you can see. You can lean out, have a wee drink, and wave at the locals as you're going by. So a few ships with Emerald now as well. We've got a new ship coming later this year, the Luna. And we've got the Radiance down in the Douro, which is there right in front of you. What a beautiful destination. And we have the Mekong, which is the Emerald Harmony, does Vietnam and Cambodia. So welcome on board. Let's have a little quick video to show you a little bit of what they look like.
The moment you board an award-winning Emerald Waterways starship, you'll be met with an overwhelming sense of light and space. The Horizon Bar and Lounge features floor-to-ceiling windows designed to create the most amazing airy atmosphere. Help yourself to complimentary tea and coffee and find somewhere to relax and catch up on that book while you watch the changing sights of Europe drift past. Walk through the lounge and you'll find the terrace looking out onto the river, the perfect place to enjoy the gentle breeze of the outdoors. Up on the sun deck, you can relax in one of the comfortable lounges, or maybe brush up on your putting skills. We can also help you look and feel your best with our onboard fitness area, massage room and hairdresser. Upon arrival at a new destination, why not join one of Emerald Waterways' knowledgeable local guides for an organised excursion? As you stroll through the cobbled walkways, narrow alleys and bustling streets of Europe's stunning towns and cities, your guide will take you on a unique journey into the local culture. It's all part of the unforgettable Emerald Waterways experience.
That's nice. This is a Horizon Bar and Lounge. This is where most things will happen in the evening. People can sit here and relax. Great big windows as well. Nice little dance floor. I was a bit shy first night, but second night, yeah, just go up and have a dance. Right, you're on holiday. Why wouldn't you? You've got the Reflections restaurant. So once again, tables of 2, 4, 6 and 8 in here. You'll get beer and wine served with your meals as well. Maybe not with your breakfast, it's up to you. There's a great omelette station in there also. You can also have a nice sit at the front of the ship and sit in the area out here, and you can look out towards the front of the ship to the side. Lovely place to, especially in the Douro, this one as well. It's a great place to spend time. The sun deck, great area, go up there. If it's getting too hot down in some of the places we're cruising in, you've got nice canopies well to cover that over. The spa area and the wellness area that was mentioned, extra charge for that, but that's all on the chip for you to tell you about the different prices. And this is a lovely little video to show you around some of the suites.
At Emerald Waterways, we understand that all of our guests have different requirements, which is why we offer a range of stylish and spacious suites to choose from. Emerald Panorama Balcony and Grand Balcony Suites boast a revolutionary indoor balcony design, complete with decked area, table and chairs. Whilst our one-bedroom owner's suites have a separate bedroom which closes off from the rest of the cabin and an individual lounge area. They include special features like a large bathroom, walk-in wardrobe and iPad. In Grand Balcony and Owner's Suites, you'll also have use of an espresso machine, and in the Owner's Suite you can enjoy a complimentary minibar which is restocked daily. If you're cruising on the Emerald Radiance on the Douro River, we've introduced a new category called Riverview Suites. Located at the rear of the ship on the horizon deck and boasting floor-to-ceiling windows encasing our innovative balcony, the two suites offer unspoiled panoramic vistas of the river. No matter which room you opt for, you'll enjoy your own ensuite bathroom, comfortable hotel-style beds, flat-screen TV and infotainment centre. Bottled water is restocked daily, plus on Emerald Waterways, Wi-Fi comes as standard.
Well, that's a nice look around. Something that's quite ingenious with Emerald Cruises, except for the Douro where the pool is on the upper deck, on the sun deck, you have this pool at the rear of the ship, and it's a great area to spend time. If you don't want to go off the cruise for the day, you can just sit in this area and have a wee plunge and a wee sit there, and the roof opens over as well. Night time it changes.
Unlike other river cruise lines on Europe's waters, Emerald Waterways' brand new boutique ships boast a heated pool with a retractable roof and a bar, creating a beautiful onboard oasis for you to relax in whatever the weather. On selected evenings, the pool area inventively transforms into a cinema with comfy lounge chairs where you can enjoy classic films and recent releases, taking onboard entertainment in a completely different direction. So, if you're not in the mood to enjoy the bar or ready to retreat to your room, the cinema is a great place to spend your evening.
Something really different out there. There's a cinema of an evening. Great place to relax if you don't want to sit in the bar at night. And then you've got all the inclusions, as I mentioned, beer and wine with your lunch and dinner. You've got the transfers included, Wi-Fi's included with Scenic and with Emerald, and tipping is also in there as well. So this is a wee map of what we do in the European rivers. We've got the Douro, as mentioned, we've got the south of France, and we do the Rhine, the main Danube Canal, and we do the Danube as well. And you can all the way down towards the sea. So a nice little split up here. You've got the Jewels of Rhine, which is a lovely 7-night itinerary. If you like Christmas markets, that's extremely popular. You've got the Danube Delights, Regensburg down to Budapest, and you've got the Eastern Enchantment as well, Budapest down to Black Sea. And there's a nice view of Budapest, the Chain Bridge. What an absolutely stunning city this. And there's the Rhine to show you what you would be cruising through on the Rhine as well. So it's all about seeing things all the time. That's what I really enjoy about being on the river cruises. South of France, great itineraries, the Douro as well. A nice one that Emerald do have is you do the 7-night Douro, but you've also got a 3-night extension in to Lisbon. But I got a wee video to show you quickly on the Douro. Oh, there's a nice picture. I forgot to mention that. This is the Pont du Gard in the south of France. This is not too far out of Avignon. What a great place to walk. Over 2,000-year-old now, and it's just so intact to this day. But let's have a wee quick look at the Douro.
The Emerald Radiance is one of the latest ships to join the Emerald Waterways fleet and built specifically for exploring Portugal's Douro region. As you cruise through some of Europe's most beautiful vineyards and wine-producing villages, the River Douro evocatively stretches through beautiful backdrops on either bank. The Emerald Radiance is our most intimate ship to date, with a capacity of just 112 guests, but still has all the key amenities and features Emerald Waterways ships are known for. From the generously proportioned suites and staterooms to the contemporary chic Horizon Bar and Lounge, no aspect of the ship has been compromised by its moderate size. Amongst the unique additions featured aboard the Emerald Radiance are the Riverview Suites. Located at the rear of the ship on the horizon deck and boasting floor-to-ceiling windows encasing our innovative balcony, the 2 Riverview Suites offer amazing, unspoiled panoramic vistas of the river as it flows on by. Purpose-built for Portugal's warm climate, the comprehensive sun deck with its open-air aspect aboard the Emerald Radiance provides ample opportunity to sample the sun and gentle river breezes under the beautiful Iberian sky.
I loved it. This is a picture I took in the sun deck, and it was just so hot down. It was like 38 degrees the day we were cruising along here. It's just beautiful. The scenery is really outstanding. So you'll be up on that sun deck quite a lot, taking photographs, etc. Emerald Active, we're really into that now as well. We're doing cycle tours, trekking tours, and you can do some canoeing. This is the Sabon River, which is a little tributary of the Douro, and we went for a wee canoe trip around there. That was a great day out. Really enjoyed that. So Emerald Cruises at the moment, we're offering some great early bird deals. As once again, Moira can check all that for you. As I said, it's normally beer and wine with your lunch and dinner, but if you book with the super early birds, you'll get the drinks included all day. And that's a premium package. That includes like gins and whiskies and stuff. So it's not just beer and wine. So something to consider if you're wanting to book there. Once again, it's all about health. There's a great view of Budapest again. So as with Scenic Eclipse and with the river cruises, we're all about health and safety, especially with what's going on. So there'll be medical tests done on board. The dedicated team will be briefed really well. And that, once again, that air circulation will. So it's great to have all that. As I mentioned, the cruise with confidence as well. And change your cruise, obviously it depends, but we hope to get back sailing in the not too distant future. So there you are. For watching today and obviously supporting Moira, and we're offering an exclusive deal for Miles Morgan Travel clients. And if you book within 7 days of today's webinar, we're offering another £250 off per person. But that would be great. I could pay for the massage or the hairdresser on board as well. So great, go towards a helicopter trip as well on Eclipse. You never know. And if you do from 8 to 14 days, then we'll offer £150 per person discount. So there you go. I'm sorry it was a bit of a world trip, but I thought it was nice to cover everything. As you can see, we've got a great portfolio of different destinations, different ways of seeing the world. And I've been with the company 12 years now, and still I love to see all the different things. But there you are. I don't know, Moira, do you want to come in? And
yeah, that's great. No, William, that was great. Thanks very much. I really enjoyed that actually, because I think we're all missing holidays, and it's just lovely to just see all these lovely destinations. And like William said, I did a scenic river cruise. Gosh, William, it must be about 4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. Had a lovely balcony suite on board, and the food, the service, everything was just amazing. So yeah, if anybody's thinking river cruising, I could thoroughly recommend the Scenic or the Emerald. I haven't done, but I do love that cinema. The pool that converts to the cinema.
oh, it's brilliant. Yeah,
I'd love that. That would be my cup of tea.
Well, there's me and you, Moira, winning awards again.
Yeah, that was a great.
I don't know, was there any questions from anyone? Or
yeah, it's just a way to say, does anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask anything at all. We'd have to unmute yourself first, sorry. I think there's I think Dave.
Yeah.
It was simply the air travel to New Zealand or Australia.
Yeah.
So far away that we considered business class.
Yeah.
Now, I believe your New Zealand trip includes economy, is that correct?
That's right, yeah. But we can look at business class, upgrades for you.
So
Definitely do that with Emirates or where are you based? What area? Are you in Scotland?
Fife.
Right, okay, so you could do probably, well, Emirates is out of Edinburgh now as well.
Well, they were, but I think they closed that, did they not?
I think they might have, yeah. So you've got probably Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah. And so we do have, so when Moira checks with reservations, we do have business class upgrade prices that can be looked at for you. It's a nicer way to do it, as you know.
I haven't been to that yet. I've been as far as Malaysia before, and Hong Kong, but never that far. So
yeah,
it was just a consideration we thought with.
Yeah, I know Emirates was doing a flight now to New Zealand. It was doing so you could stop over in Dubai, but they're also doing Bali, I've heard. So it would be Dubai, Bali, and then Bali, Auckland.
No, Singapore.
No, Emirates. But you can do Singapore as well. We can do that for you. We can use we use Cathay Pacific as well. We use British Airways. So there's many different options that we can look at for you.
Okay, thanks.
And yeah, we can do it. But Moira can get that priced up for you.
Have you done like Royal New Zealand, William? I know you've done a lot of things with Scenic.
I haven't done the whole tour, but I've done a bit of the land stuff there, and obviously I've done a bit of Australia as well. Yeah, so I haven't done the whole tour. But it does get great feedback, Moira. As you know, people are just absolutely, because it's really, and because we come from that area, we know it really well. I know some of the tour guides, and they just, they know it so well. So it really works for us. Because that's how we started as a coach tour company as well. It wasn't river cruising or ocean cruising, it was all about coach touring. And that was about 35 years ago. So that's how it all started.
Yeah, amazing. Does anybody else have any questions? Would like to ask William about anything?
Yeah, hi, Moira.
Hi.
It's Murdo.
Hi, Murdo.
Yeah, it's the 3-day extension on the Douro to Lisbon. Is that a stay over in Lisbon?
Right, so it's a 3-night, Murdo. And it's a 3-night stay in a hotel, and then you would transfer up to the ship.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a nice one. I don't know if you watched the Jane McDonald show, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Seen it.
Yes.
Aye, so that's because that was the Emerald cruise that she did with Emerald. And then she did the 3-night extension down into Lisbon.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
So that might be worth it. You can still see it on catch up.
We've done Lisbon before, but it was just a 1 day. So
Aye, so it's a 3-night with a couple of tours, and then you get the hotel, and then so you think that the Douro is absolutely stunning. I was quite blown away by the scenery. It was amazing.
I've always had that in my mind, actually, Douro.
And you do go up to you go up to the Spanish border, and then you go into Salamanca, and then you come back to Porto. But you know something, it was such a treat to come back because the scenery was so outstanding.
Right.
So that was something that I really enjoyed.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks for that.
Yeah. There you are.
The two I was really interested in was Japan, and also the tour where you had Western Australia and New Zealand. So
yeah,
both of those I thought were very interesting.
Japan, we did the tours of Japan, but obviously with the situation at the moment, we're not really selling that just now, but that'll come back for next year. So, and then you've got Scenic Eclipse, which is doing Japan now as well, on the ship. Quite interesting, something different.
Yep.
With Japan, we do a lot of it by train.
Okay.
Yeah, so on the bullet train, so a lot, and then we use a couple of tourist trains as well. But I can find out for Moira and see, and I'll ask my head office what the situation is with Japan, and I'll come back to Moira and she can come back to you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much.
There you are. How's that, Moira?
Yeah, that's great, William. Anybody else got any questions?
No, fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about the wind in Helensburgh today. I can't hear it.
It's actually not, but no, William, that was great because yeah, I think, you know, as I was saying earlier, we're all kind of dreaming of getting back to our old lives, and you know, holidays were a part of it. I don't know about everybody, but I feel like, how does it feel being at an airport and going on a plane? It just seems like it's something you've never done forever, you know. But yeah, hopefully in the next few months we'll start to obviously come out of this, and then certainly looking forward to 2022, 2023. That's what I'm finding. Certainly most people are kind of confident about next year and the following year, you know, for thinking that they will definitely get on these trips. And I guess, William, it probably makes sense to look to next year, because I guess anybody that's due to go in the next month or two that can't go will just move to next year. So that will fill things up as well. Yeah,
because 22 is selling really fast because people are just saying, well, I'm going to wait till then.
Yeah.
So that is selling really well at the moment, which is interesting. You know, I've done a few webinars and it's interesting, and we don't know where we're going to sail again. I've got a meeting the 30th of March to give us more information, so I'll know a little bit more by then, I think. Yeah. So
but yeah, I think for most people, 2022 into 2023, I think that we kind of know, you know, obviously next year we will be in a different world. This year, hopefully, for a lot of people will come back sort of at some stage. But yeah, I think there's definitely more that would reflect on what people are asking me for as well. It's 2022, 2023. It's definitely looking a wee bit more positive, and we can dream that we'll all be away again, you know.
Let's all go together and let's just up and go. Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, listen, William, thanks very much for your offer and things as well. That's brilliant, and thanks for your time, because I know you're busy and you've got another one this afternoon. So
I'm just doing River this afternoon, so I'm all over the world sitting in the house.
I know this is a new thing, isn't it? But
sitting in the house.
Well, you've got a lovely view in your house over Helensburgh, over that water.
I like the aircraft carrier was in the other day, the Prince of Wales, or the new one.
All right.
Oh, you ought to seen the size of that. It was in at Loch. I went over to Gairloch Head and over the hill, and bloody hell, it was enormous.
Aye.
It was in at there's a new jetty at Loch Long, and the ship came in to, I think it was loading up the stuff. So it was really interesting. I see a lot of stuff can buy the house, you know, because of Faz Lane and that.
Yeah, Yeah,
So,
and a lovely view, which is not so bad.
and Loch Lomond's just through the hill.
Yeah, you're in a nice part of the world, but well, listen, everybody, thanks very much for your time and for coming on. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can just get in touch. I'm here all day and here all day tomorrow as well. But thanks again, and William will feed back to me the people who have the queries. I've written it down, so
Aye, I'll have a look. I'll have a look at Japan and see if there's any links I can send you, Moira.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's brilliant. Oh, well, listen, thanks everybody. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.
Cheerio, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.